What is up, you guys? What is up, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a great morning, great day. Just going to the gym as usual. It's 5:30, so it's a little bit later than I expected, but we're doing good. And also don't mind my farmer's tan because I was working outside. I'm actually doing some landscaping work for the time being until I can get into the school system. In fact, I'm actually working on getting some training done for the school, for working in the school system as well. So I know for a fact a lot of big things are coming. A lot of new stuff is coming, and I hope that you guys just stay tuned. If you guys haven't already, leave a like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you press the bell so you don't miss any notifications and don't miss any uploads, guys. We're uploading vlogs almost every day now, and we're uploading daily devotion every weekday at 9 a.m. Day 5 will be scheduled to release at 9 a.m. So stay tuned for that as well. Day 5 is going to be awesome. Day 5 was awesome. But yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying these types of content. I hope that you guys are enjoying the vlogs as well. I know that it's not much of these vlogs, just us kind of talking and having that intimate relationship, right? But I want to hopefully get it soon out to the public, where we can get this in a public place, in a public setting, where we can fellowship with communities and take it from there. God's in control, guys. So y'all just need to stay on one accord and boost each other up, not beat each other down, right? Now, mind you, I don't know. There's something. I have a lot of ideas when it comes to this type of stuff, right? I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of stuff when it comes to like marketing ideas, promotions, when it comes to bringing communities together, planning events, all that stuff. I want to plan events. I want to start being a part of events that will actually get people, foot in the doors in the communities. Not just trying to, make their voice come, have their, not just getting their voice out, or not just getting the word out for their business, Yeah. Now, mind you, I've been wanting to, do a lot of things lately. Frankly, I've been really wanting to speak out on my testimony, on my experiences, on my life growing up, and I think it would benefit a lot of people. I think it would definitely help a lot of people, especially with kids with learning disabilities, learn how to function in today's society. Because I feel that the schools are not preparing these children. And I know that I repeat myself on these vlogs and stuff like that. I'm just saying that, if we want to fix these solutions, we got to be the change we want to see. And I don't think we have a lot of people that want to be the change they want to see. But that's just me. That might look different from somebody else. So who knows? All I know is that we promoting peace and unity on this channel, and we're only putting out biblical-based content because everybody needs to hear Jesus. And right now we have a portion of the world that wants to absolutely just seek, kill, and destroy what God has created. And that can't fly. Can't fly. we have to be able to be respectful to everybody. Don't get me wrong. I have no problem against homosexual and the homosexuality thing. It's against my religion, so that means I'm not going to agree with it, and I'm not going to cater to people's feelings about that. I'm not going to. I have my own beliefs, and I have my own religion that says something about that. So I can't act and make it seem like the person's doing nothing wrong when they are. But why should I be there to condemn them? That's the problem. And I don't like the condemning part of when someone does something you don't like. Like, yeah, you don't like it. Yeah, you might have done something different, but it works for them. It works for them. It's always good to be driving in the mornings, because driving in the mornings is easy. No one's up in the morning. No one's ever up in the morning anymore. There's only a few certain amount of people that are my age waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym, and then going to work. There's no kids my age doing that. And if they are, good for you. Good for you, keep it up, because you already ahead of most people in your age. So I've always thought of it as, okay, sorry about that. Sometimes I space out and I told some of my friends yesterday from church. I was like, yeah, sometimes I have 1,000 yard tomorrow, so, or I have 1,000 yard stare. So if I start staring, I'm fine. I'm not even gonna lie, I might go outside and work outside with no shirt on so I can evenly tan. I'm not even lying, because literally this farmer's tan is gnarly. It's always just nice. It's kind of like a therapeutic moment for me when I'm on the road just listening to music, or if I'm just doing my own thing, just looking out, in the windows and stuff. There's such a different awe about it. There's such a different awe about that when you just stare out the window and just look. When you just look at how wonderful this world is and how it was perfectly built. It's amazing. It's amazing the sights that God can help you see. Now, mind you, if any of these guys, any of you guys that are in the Alabama area, specifically Gadsden, Alabama, hit me up, guys. Hit me up, guys. I'm trying to establish some friends out here, and I'm trying to establish a team out here. God just needs a few good men. God's just looking for a few good men, and He's trying to see what we can do. He's trying to see how we can move the church. In fact, he's telling us how we can grow the church. We just got to do it. We could do a whole lot of stuff if we just put our minds to it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing on how much we can do if we put our minds to it. That's a nice car. That's a very, very nice car. Let's see here. All right. Yeah, the one thing I like about this car is that I got a backup camera. And I can never complain about that backup camera. What's even more funny to me though is that people still have backup cameras and you can still still back up into something. That's what's funny to me, is that you got a backup camera. You got a backup camera and you got rearview mirrors. How are you able to still run into something and you got a backup camera and all three mirrors? Because the backup camera is supposed to help you with your blind spots in the middle, and your rear views are just for your rear. Like, you're just looking behind your rear, not just looking directly behind you. So that's the different part about cars, is that when you're trying to look like this, when you're trying to look directly down that way, but below like where the middle of the seat is, that's where like the backup camera is. It's like below the handle of the trunk. So it's like it's in the spot where your blind spot is, directly behind you. So you would definitely need your backup camera, but it's not like you don't need it, especially if you are a good driver, and if you know how to park, stuff like that. But it's simple stuff like that. When I was taking a driving test, I had to learn parallel parking. Everybody keeps saying that. Everybody kept getting, or when I was doing it, I did it a different way, where it was like parallel parking instead of 3-point turns. And then everybody else did 3-point turns, and everybody was like, 3-point turns are so hard. It's like, no, they're not. 3-point turns are not hard. You know what is hard? Parallel parking. Go and parallel park and then come and talk to me. I did parallel parking in a Toyota Prius. How do you think that felt? I drove that Prius, dude. First and foremost, worst traction ever. Second, worst power steering ever. And second, the wheel was shaped oval. What kind of car is that? Like, I don't get that one bit. But, all right, guys, I'll be back. I just got out the gym. I'm about to go and do arms. Massive arm pump and a massive ab pump. So I'm gonna check y'all out and check in with y'all when I'm done with the gym. So peace. All right. What's up, you guys? Back from the gym. Just got done. Massive arm pump. Massive arm and ab pump. And insane. Hit the bag for some cardio as well. So always gotta put in the work for cardio. Always putting work for cardio, guys. Cardiovascular is everything. All right, so yeah, so did abs. I did leg lifts, which were vertical leg lifts, was holding on to the little the leg raises. So I did 3 sets of 10 for leg raises, and then I did crunch, machine crunch, 30 pounds, 3 sets of 10 as well. And then I did what was it? Yeah, I think that was it for abs. Yeah. Oh no, and then I did abdominal squeezes, Russian twists or abdominal twists. And then for arms, I did hammer curls for biceps, and then skull crush, flat easy bar, flat easy dumbbell, or not flat easy bar, skull crusher. And then I did a breacher curl with isolated vertical tricep extensions. And then I did something else. I can't remember what else I did, but that's all I know. That's what I did, and that was arms. So I'm trying to get good peaks with my tricep and my bicep. So hopefully that'll go well. Yeah. Hope that you guys again enjoy the content. It's so fun to pass people. It's not really, because it's, it depends if you're speeding or not. I can admit I speed, but it's because, I have my personal opinion, but it's okay. But my thing is that, like, if I'm passing somebody, I try not to be rude. And if, like, a person's, like, staring at me, I'm like, why are you staring at me? I'm passing you because I can. And I'm sorry, but if there's like if there's a road where it's like it's 35 miles an hour, but the density the density of the traffic is okay to go at least 45 to 50. I don't get that sometimes, but I know that I get that in this area where I'm at, there's a lot of elderly people, so I have to take that into consideration. But what I also feel like is that if we're going to be straight honest, if we're going to be servants, if we're going to give service to people and witness to the widows and widowers, like how we should do in our church, is provide more services to where they have transportation. That is how you provide for the community. That is a great way that you can provide for the community. 100%. So it's really something to think about, guys, and I hope that it's really something to think about. If we say that we have the young generation that wants to get involved, let's get involved then. Let's get going. Let's get going, because Jesus ain't gonna wait. Jesus is gonna be like, come on, bring it on. bring it on. That's what Jesus is gonna do. Jesus is gonna say, bring it on. And we're gonna be like, yep, let's go. Because I know for a fact that Jesus is gonna pop off with this young generation. The young generation wants to get involved. The young generation wants to really get their hands dirty. And so that's the thing. And see, now I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere when it comes to Alabama now, because this is home now. And now we're establishing relationships here. We're establishing unity. We're establishing community. And now it's all hands on deck. So now, and this is what I wanted to bring up. I want y'all, whoever is in Alabama, if we have any Alabama viewers, let's get counties dropping. Let's go. Let's get counties dropping. Because I'm down to link up, down to get involved, down to break bread, down to, you know, fellowship all the time. All the time. So get ready, because it's about to thrive over here. It's about to really thrive over here in the East Coast. Because, you know, they kind of had this barrier. They kind of had this barrier of like, okay, let's not let anything in from the outside of Alabama. All right, let's try to break that. Let's try to get involved with people outside, people that move away for a little bit and then come back. Let's get those relationships restored, but also gain more connections back. Right? That's how you do that. That's how you gain those connections. That's how you gain those relationships back again. And that should be the goal. Is keeping and maintaining relationships. So that's what we doing. That's what we promoting. Of course, we're promoting peace and unity on this channel, and any content that is associated with this channel. So absolutely. But yeah, guys, we're gonna get to work. We're gonna get our hands dirty, but we're gonna get our hands dirty working hard. That's the difference. We're not gonna get our hands dirty by doing wicked things. We're not gonna do negative things. We're gonna promote peace and unity. All right. So stay tuned. I promise y'all. God is good all the time. And all the time, God is good. If you know where that's from, you know. If you know, you know. Crazy. Now, I wanted to give y'all a really good idea to really think about today. Now, a lot of people say that, like, a lot of people like to try to find balance. I was watching a podcast. I was watching a podcast, Real AF, with Andy Frisella. And go check him out if you haven't seen him. He's really cool. He's a little bit vulgar, but he's a good entrepreneur. He's in the personal development space, so he's all about that. And he's talking some real talk when he's talking about how, you know, a lot of people want to try to find balance, but in reality there is no balance. But what I'm gonna kind of twist off of that is that there is no balance without Jesus. If if you don't got Jesus in your life, if you don't have Jesus 100% in your life, involved in your life, involved in every single thing that you do in your life, then there will be no balance. It will be chaos. I figured that out when simply from how my learning disability and how if I'm not organized, I am an absolute train wreck. And I know that about myself. But I also know that to maintain that, I have to have structure. I have to have a routine. So there's a lot of things that come along with those things when it comes to my learning disability, when it comes to me completing tasks, when it comes to relationships, all that type of stuff. So it's very, very important that we understand that anything that we do in our life, any decisions that we make in our life, any bold declarations that we make in our life, make sure that it involves Jesus. When you say that I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, where is Jesus involved? You know, I hear a lot of females today. This is just in a general sense of a lot of females nowadays. They want to live their own life. They don't want to be in a committed relationship because they feel like they don't need to submit to a man. But the problem is that that's where the devil came in and just absolutely caused chaos with the creation. The devil came in and said, "Oh, females, you don't need men. You don't need men. God created men. Look how weak men are. They're perverted. They're pigs." Right? That's what the devil does. He tries to mock God and his creation. And so when he tries to manipulate you and convince you to say that, oh, you don't need a man, that in and of itself is the same thing that he's doing to God, to you. So he's belittling your feelings just as much as he is to God. He's mocking you just as much as he is to mocking God. So why would you want to not follow men that follow God? Because it just makes no sense to me. You would want to follow dudes that are all big and bad, but they're immoral. They have no values. They wouldn't protect you if it really came down to it. They would actually cause more harm to you than anybody else would. Tell me how that would make sense, right? I see a lot of that with the Me Too movement. I see a lot, and apparently it's probably coming back now with because I've been saying a lot about how we've been seeing a lot more. Especially I've been saying this in Daily Devotion. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Also, yeah, it's awesome, by the way. But also, what I've been talking about in Daily Devotion is that we've been seeing a lot of change when it's come to we're seeing a lot in the Gen Z category of males and females. You have a lot more males swinging over to more conservative, conservative decision making and thought processes, right? Compared to the female Gen Z in statistics nowadays, that they're leaning more towards liberal side. And it's like, well, now we understand. And here's the thing, we gotta think about a whole lot of different aspects when it comes into that, when it comes to societal things like Planned Parenthood, birth control, all those types of things that in fact affect the outcome of how these things produce. So of how these situations produce and have outcomes. So we have to understand that everything that we do is a cause and effect. Every action we do will have consequences. Every action that we do will have a reaction. So it just makes sense to be like, hey, we need to really figure out what's going on and really figure out what we can do as a society to restore our country and to keep it sustained for the next generations to come. But we all have to be on one accord. We all have to be, we can't hate each other. We have to come together. We have to unite in the body of Christ, guys. All right. So, guys, stay tuned for a lot more stuff. There's going to be a lot going on. If you haven't seen Daily Devotion, go check it out. Links will be in the description. If you guys haven't already, leave a like and comment on the video, and also just subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you don't miss any notifications, so you don't miss any uploads on the video. And guys, a lot of things are about to pop off here real soon. Trust in the Lord Jesus. Unity is key. The future looks bright. Hashtag the future looks bright. Little mention, shout out to PBD, Patrick David on Patrick David's podcast at Valuetainment. Shout out to you guys. So, all right, guys, like and subscribe to the video. Or like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you don't miss any notifications. Also, links will be down in the description for all that as well. Hope to see you guys back next time. Have a great day, you guys.